Mundi is a game changer for the Republic. Let's break down what he brings to the table. We'll focus on two key elements: Force Enhanced Reflexes, or FER for short, and Guardians of the Republic. First up, Force Enhanced Reflexes. This reactive ability costs 1 Force to use. I'll cover the details of Force cost in another video, but here's what makes FER unique. Unlike Riposte and Deflect, which are limited to melee or ranged attacks, FER works against any attack. Plus, it deals 3 damage instead of 2. But wait, it gets even better. Here's the big difference: Riposte and Deflect are triggered after dice are rolled, meaning you react based on the results. FER is triggered before the dice roll, which opens up some interesting advantages. Here's why that matters. Since you pay the force cost before the attack resolves, getting wounded doesn't increase the cost. You've already paid it up front. This won't affect Mundi much because of his identity ability, but it's important for similar abilities on future units. By contrast, if you're using Deflect and get wounded during the attack, the cost goes from 0 to 1 force. That's why FER's pre-roll activation can be more efficient, even though it's a gamble. Now, is it risky? Sure, but the odds are in your favor. For starters, the chances of rolling a failure in an attack are already pretty high, and they increase as more dice are added to the pool. And when we look at Mundi's Form 2 Makashi stance card, things get even better. With just 2 expertise, Mundi can block 2 damage, turn a crit into a failure, and deal 3 damage back to the attacker. Plus, since FER isn't technically an attack, it ignores protection entirely. So, those are the pros of FER, but what about the downsides and counters? At its core, FER is a gambling mechanic. It depends on the enemy rolling failures, which means any abilities that manipulate dice results will work against it. Here are some key counters: Clone Sergeant Hunter's Identity, leader of the batch; Commander Cody's Innate, Bring It Down; Agent Callus's Reactive, Imperial Intelligence; and Mace Windu's Reactive, Tempered Aggression. All of these abilities let attackers change failures into better results. Commander Wolf is another counter. His ability prevents Clone Trooper crits from being manipulated, which nullifies Mundi's defense expertise. Another option is to expose Mundi. Using coordinated fire with Strain can force Mundi to take 3 damage if he chooses to use FER. That's a heavy price to pay. Alternatively, you can avoid attacking Mundi altogether and rely on displacement abilities like Force Push, Pull, Repulse, or Manipulating Hand. Or use indirect damage sources, abilities like Leia's Explosive Charge, Savage's Dark Fury, General Veer's We Are the Storm, and General Grievous trained in your Jedi arts. These options deny Mundi the chance to use FER entirely.